Cracked Female Code Seminar, San Francisco Bay Area, September 2025. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mike Kollin at crackedfemalecode.com. Alright, if you want to attend the seminar, it's next month. The exact date we are not sure of yet. It's going to be around the 7th. Today is August 10th, so it should be around, that's almost a month, so you have almost 4 weeks advance notice. If you are planning on coming, please get on my mailing list. Go to mikekollin.com or crackedfemalecode.com. There will be a drop down and you should be able to get on the mailing list from there, or you can scroll down to the bottom and there's another area towards the bottom where you can also get on the mailing list. Let me know if you want to email me, Mike at mikekollin.com, mikekollin.com. This is a good time of year because San Francisco Bay Area is normally really cold, even in the summer, and this is the time when it starts to warm up, so it's going to be nice. Okay, so this is a 6-day training. Normally I do a 5-day training, but I figured it was kind of rushing it too much, so we're adding an extra day to give us a little bit of space. Now, the one-on-one coachings are available starting at the end of August and the first week of August, and then after the training. So note that training, the one-on-one coaching is $5,999 for 6-day training. We can split it up depending on how you do it. The actual training itself. And let's see what else. I tell you what, just get a hold of me at mikekollin.com. Send me an email. Let me know you're interested. I will give you the information as soon as we get it. And if you have questions, I'll answer the questions. And if you want, let me know what a good date is for you to take this course, okay? For one-on-one coaching, we can split up the training. You can come for 2 or 3 days, then come back a week later, however you want to do it. We can break it up a little bit, but I don't want to do it too much. Okay, so this video is going to be a softer video. I don't know if that's quite the right word, but it's a good word. I think you're going to realize that my course really is about love. It's about loving women. It's about being understanding and compassionate. Now here's the thing. There is an absolute social power in this. Alright, so one of the things I've noticed with a lot of these YouTube videos is the people that are making the videos and the guys that are responding, not on my channel, because I haven't even really talked about these subjects yet. Because it's when people take my course, like, oh, they have these realizations like, oh, I just thought women were being, I'm going to say the B word, bitches, or they were just being mean. No, that's not what it is. So here's the deal. This course really is about love, communication, understanding, and compassion. And all of this is going to give you a form of power that's always been right there, but it was too deceptive, it was too complicated, and you didn't even know it was there because you couldn't see it from the perspective of a male. So when you come from a place of love, it opens you up. It opens you up to the larger hemisphere, especially your right brain, which has and is greater awareness. Now when you have greater awareness, you can start to communicate better. So the right brain is the communication brain, okay? And the other side of that is there's a level of understanding and that's the thing, you come from a place of understanding. Now, what do I mean? Just like that little circle just did that opening, that's what I mean. When you're in the judgmental brain, the left brain, that, by the way, if you didn't know, that's the judger brain, that's when you're judging people. It narrows that circle so you're pinpoint and that's all you can see. So if you have a bad thought about someone, you pinpoint and that's all you can see is a bad thought, and you think, well, that's who this person is. It's like, that's not them at all. That's your judgment that's in your brain. It's a filter that you're looking through and you're not even seeing the person. Now when you open up, okay, now love opens you up, and this opens you up to understanding. Now literally, understanding literally is open. It's an open lens. Now, okay, I'm going to give you a secret to why people, I don't understand, everywhere you go, people just seem to treat you really well. The reason is because did you see that open again to those little circles that I set in there that open up? It's because I open up. And when I'm open, people realize they're being received versus you closing the door, that tiny circle, into a pinpoint, and they're not being received. And what you're doing is you're judging them and pushing them out. So what happens is people don't feel accepted. They don't feel received. All I'm doing is opening up. Notice this circle with the big sun. Everything is about circles. If you're doing the angles and triangles and squares, you're in the left brain. You're in the closed part of your mind, okay, which is not acceptance. So when I open up, I literally receive people, and it makes them feel, I don't know what the right word is. It makes them feel loved. It makes them feel understood. See, okay, I'm going to give you a big secret. I kind of gave it away, but I'm going to give it away even more. Here's the weird thing. Everybody is walking around with a closed mind, or not everybody, but a lot of people. Now, the level of what I'm going to teach you is way beyond what even the most understanding people do. See, people walk around and they're closed off to other people. They judge other people. And here's the funny thing. At the same time, everybody wants to be understood. Haven't you ever been judged unfairly, or a narcissist said something behind your back and people judged you for it, and nobody would listen to your side of the story, and no one even cared to understand you? Now, there is a universal, unbelievably powerful power in doing this one thing. Everybody wants someone to truly understand them. I'm telling you guys, I am literally giving you the secret keys to the castle. I am telling you. The problem is, because you've never done this before and you've never been around someone like me that has received you fully and completely, it's a concept that you don't have. You're hearing me. It's a logical See, okay, watch. This is it right here. You're having a logical experience of my videos. You're having a logical experience and a logical, now listen closely, a logical understanding of what I'm saying. That is not understanding. Because logic means you're down in that narrow thing, like looking under this tiny little circle in this microscope. That's judgment. You're listening. If you're logically listening, that makes logical sense. I'm like, yep. That means you don't understand what I'm saying. Look at the Golden Gate Bridge. That thing is massive. I think it's, 1.9 miles long or 2.1. Or the point being is, if you look at 1 square inch of it, are you truly understanding what the Golden Gate Bridge is? No, you're looking at this little piece of metal that's painted red, and you're like, oh, so this is Golden Gate Bridge. Like, bro, that's not even 1/1,000,000th of what the Golden Gate Bridge. You're not even looking at it. You can't even see it. It's literally opening up that circle and expanding it wide open and seeing the whole thing. Here's the deal. When you open up your awareness in this big wide open circle that's way beyond your body, like 5 feet to the right, 5 feet to the left, or even farther, and it's like this big circle that goes down beneath you all the way to the left, all the way up, and it's expanded outwards. When you receive someone for the first time, probably in their entire life, listen closely to the word I'm about to use, they feel received. Now you're like, what do you mean the first time in their life, Mike? Come on. Well, people have logically said they understand. Well, I understand you. Understanding is a logical word. I'm talking about, to replace that word, it's about opening up and receiving someone. Everybody wants to be received. That's really what I'm talking about. But nobody's receiving no one, because people don't open up to each other anymore. Even your best friend will be like, yeah, I understand you go through a hard time. Yeah, I get it. I understand. And he'll talk and talk and talk, but okay, here's what I'm saying. There's a healing power in truly opening up to receive people. It allows them to feel heard. It allows them to feel felt. It's like you understand their feelings. Everybody on the planet, including you, wants someone that just understands what they're feeling and what they're going through. Now, I realized I just unconsciously used the word understanding again. And again, what I mean is they want people to feel what they're feeling. They want people to have a greater awareness of the emotions that they're feeling versus someone just saying, oh, well, just, toughen up and, that person's a bad person and you're a good person. Like, that doesn't really make someone feel received. People want to be accepted. Oh, well, Mike, let's just go and tell them they're accepted. No. Telling someone something does not make them feel it. You want to open up and receive them. I'm going to tell you this right now. Not only is it for meeting women, when I do this with women, I cannot tell you, women, even if I just glance at a woman in this open way, they'll walk over to me and say something. They might even say, I don't know what it is. I feel so comfortable being around you. Now there's the circle again. You literally open your awareness. Now when I say awareness, I don't mean just your eyes. You mean peripheral vision, Mike? No, I don't mean just that. It's an open, energetic expansion of visual, auditory, kinesthetic. There's a process and a pattern that I will teach you in the course. This is part of one of the internal awareness courses. Or sorry, one of the internal awareness techniques. So your ego is not only essentially, it's when you're in the small part of your brain. It's when you're narrow, okay? And that doesn't make anyone feel good because it's judging. It's like you're judging with their looks, you're judging their weight, you're just judging them versus opening up and receiving them. Man, I wish I explained to you what I've actually had people just start crying and just walk up and hug me. So I know you've heard this your entire life. You've seen it in movies. You've heard it in movies. You've heard it in songs. You've heard your mom, sisters, girlfriends, girls at school. You've heard this, but your brain probably didn't register it. When I figured this out, I was like, man, I've heard women say this my entire life. What's the number one thing that women want from men? Understanding. But not logical understanding. They mean emotional understanding. Right brain understanding. Women are always talking about, I'm just looking for a man who's understanding or someone who will understand me. I can go to a dating relationship site right now, probably scroll down 2, 3, or 4, and at least one of those women will say that. So Mr. Logical comes along and says, oh, I'm logically studying you and listening to you and every speck and detail that you say. That's not what she means, man. In fact, here's the deal. You don't need to say a fucking word. You just drop your awareness inside your body and you expand your awareness and literally receive all of her. Now imagine a circle going beneath her feet, all the way to left, all the way above her, all the way around her, and you're receiving her. Trust me, what I just explained takes me hours to actually physically teach you how to do this in the course, okay? So if you think, oh, that's all I got to do, yep, you're logically listening to me again. For a man to truly listen to understand, it's a challenge. And this is one of the challenges we meet in the course. Every man that I've ever met, every man that I've ever worked with, always wants power. And you know what? There's really nothing wrong with that. The problem is most men think power is this limited left brain logical pinpoint kind of thing. And I'm telling you, it's way more powerful than that. It's opening up and expanding. Now think of power like this. So you have your water hose and you got it turned on all the way and you put your thumb over the end of it to close it off and just let a certain squirt out really hard, really fast. Now imagine a fire hose. It's a big fire hose that's about 6 inches in circle or 8 inches in circumference. I'm not sure how wide it is. And they turn that thing on, and when they open it up, boom, that's going to knock you on your ass. Because what is it? Your hose is small. It's about 1 inch in circumference, from across, whatever that, I'm probably using the wrong word, but 1 inch across. The fire hose is about 6 inches across or so, right? Which one's going to knock you on your ass? Yep, the fire hose. Now imagine this. Imagine a wave going all the way from Northern California all the way down to the tip of Baja California, which is technically Mexico. Imagine that wave hitting the entire West Coast at the same time. Now that's fucking power. Now imagine that wave's only 10, maybe 15 feet tall. Here's the thing. You could be on a surfboard and riding that wave all the way in and it feels smooth, just smooth as glass almost. And you're riding this nice big smooth wave all the way in. It's not one of those crunchy, smashy types. It's just this big, comfortable wave coming in. And when you're on it, it's smooth. And you think, well, this isn't powerful. But when it hits the land, when it hits the houses, boom, it destroys everything. That's the power that I teach in my course, Crack the Female Code. When you open up, this is the power that you receive. I'm telling you right now, this is a foreign concept to most men. Here's the deal. When you open up to this power, women will be drawn to you. And here's the thing. It's a very comfortable thing. See, okay, most men think power is laser beam. Laser beam, got to concentrate it into this tiny little narrow thing. That's not power. That's limited. In fact, you literally put that in a very small, limited, narrow laser. That is literally limited power. Not only that, but it cuts through people. It hurts people. And they don't want to be around you. I'm going to tell you something. Boxing, kickboxing, when I finally learned to just like flow my punches, like pop, 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 I was cracking people. I was knocking people out. Even my left roundhouse, you can ask Jacob Stitch Duran to this day. He was my coach and cut man. I had the most powerful left roundhouse that he's ever held gloves, tie pads for, other than Dennis Alexio, the world heavyweight kickboxing champion at the time. My left roundhouse was fucking devastating. And it wasn't because I was like, ugh, I was grunting it out. I was muscling it. It's because I whack, whack. It was just fucking floated. Everything flowed. My muscles were loose. My body was loose. And I just snapped it over. Power is elusive for most people because they don't actually understand what it is. It was the same thing with my left hook, Danny Bam Bam Still. He walked in one day and goes, man, you're a powerful dude, Mike, but man, your left hook sucks. What are you talking about? He goes, Mike, he goes, you're trying to muscle it. You're trying to power it. Don't do that. Relax. Act like a rubber band's holding onto your left hand, and your body twists when you leave your hand back there, and the rubber band, and it's building tension, and like the rubber band releases, crack, and it like snaps it. At first I couldn't do it. It was awkward, but holy shit, once I got that down, crack, crack, I was breaking ribs. You think I'm kidding? I literally cracked one of my sparring partner's ribs, and he had to wear what do they call them? Rib pads, rib guards from then on whenever he sparred me, even a year later. So the form of power that I'm going to teach you is the form of power that women have always wanted in men, okay? So what I'm talking about is letting go of the brakes, letting off the brakes and pushing on the gas. That's what I mean when I say letting go. So there's no resistance inside you. These internal awareness techniques will teach you how to do this. See, the female brain, I should say the right brain, because you have a left and a right brain, a male left and a female right brain. We all do, men and women, okay? This is just neurological, scientific. So the female brain is the relationship brain and the social brain. That's where you get your power from. That's where you get your social power from. So if you want to get rich, wealthy, get the girls and all that stuff, this is a social game. And if you're not learning the social game, well, you're going to lose. I'm telling you right now, more than 90% of the men on the planet will never learn this. They'll never understand it. They'll never, ever get it. I would say 9% of the top 10%, they get some of it, and usually they get it after they turn 50 plus years old. And even after they start to get it, they get about 10% of it compared to what my students will get after a 6-day training. What I'm going to teach you is going to launch you forward past and beyond all of your buddies from high school, all of your friends that got hot girlfriends and wives, and all of the buddies that are cool and all. You're going to realize after you're going to have to practice it week after week, month after month, and you're going to start going, man, I'm passing these guys right up. You're going to get so far ahead that you can't even have conversations with them because they're going to feel awkward being around you. But the rest of the world opens up to you, especially women. Alright, that's it, guys. Remember, we have a seminar coming up in September, probably around the 7th, 8th, or 9th is going to be the starting date. It's going to be a 6-day training. It's out here in California in the San Francisco Bay Area. I'm probably going to have it here in San Rafael, which is about 12 minutes up from the Golden Gate Bridge. Buy my book, Crack the Female Code, now and read it. It is a requirement before taking any training or one-on-one coaching with me. Alright, that's it, guys. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something about compassion. I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, if you haven't already, go ahead and click subscribe, click the like button, go ahead and make a comment, and support this channel by buying one or more of my dating and relationship books for men. Go to crackedfemalecode.com. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video and then at my training.